and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll air this one out from Mims. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now Jackson on first down.
Boy, what a catch by Andrews.
Jackson on first down. They'll roll him out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Jackson rolling to his right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll run with Hall. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Call again.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook.
He's got a man. Complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 66 yards. Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Zach Wilson
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Jets are back within a score.
Wilson going to throw for it. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his left. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, 27 yards.
And the Jets have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Oh, and now they're going to fake it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Jackson will throw again. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now it's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Shifts by him. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here in Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, let's see where they turn on third and goal from the 5.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot.
This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The New York set to take the field.
And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine, and that turned out to be true.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
He will have the conversion and more than that. Down the sideline he goes.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
They'll run with Hall.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
One more time with Hall.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation. Zerline now for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. And the New York Jets have won the Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy will be in the Big Apple. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.